Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. Today we're going to talk about how the market is remaining strong, and overall within the past few days we haven't seen any signs of weakness really, so we can expect this uptrend to continue without too many problems, and we're starting to see some big movers. Bitcoin Cash up 15% over the past 24 hours alone, and it actually made a significant move of over 80% over the past week. So I will be covering it in today's technical analysis, and we're going to go over how much higher it can go, where I think we might start to see a slowdown. Over the past 24 hours, still strong across the board here. Really, cryptocurrencies are not struggling, and we're continuing to see the market move higher now, over $400 billion in market cap. Bitcoin trying to get back above $9,000. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I do believe that we should be able to move higher. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates, and check out my premium content for monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities. I released a new one recently, and I will be releasing some newer ones either today or tomorrow. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. I'll leave a link to both those things in the description of this video, and let's get started with the Bitcoin Cash technical analysis update. So right now we can see that Bitcoin Cash was at around $700 just around a week or so ago, and it got a pretty huge run up and breakout from there. Huge buying volume to support the move higher. Indicators really took off. I understand why some people might think that Bitcoin Cash is overbought right now, but to be honest, I don't feel like that's the case. And the reason for that is, first of all, we saw that Bitcoin Cash got hit harder than other cryptocurrencies over the big downtrend that happened. And I feel like, Bitcoin Cash under $1,000 was just too low. So I'm not surprised to see that it got this huge run up. And I think that this recovery can really continue, and we can probably see more progress over the next few weeks without too many problems, because we don't have that much resistance ahead, and our next stop is probably going to be $1,663. From there, we may see a little bit of a pullback. Really, over the next day or two, I feel like we're going to reach that level, and then maybe pull back just a little bit, consolidate. Over the next 2 weeks, we should be able to get back above that level and start moving towards $2,000 and above. After that, it's just going to be a matter of getting through some resistance levels, but there aren't even that many, like I said. So I feel like Bitcoin Cash should be able to recover with quite a bit of ease. Let's take a look at Bitcoin next, see what's been going on. So Bitcoin is trying to get back above $9,000. It's been consolidating right under that level for about 3 to 4 days now, and it's currently sitting right on top of its uptrend line. So we want to make sure that we don't move below that. Indicators still looking strong, still holding up nicely. And I think that, we'll see over the next day, are we going to be able to move back above $9,000? The good thing with this bit of a consolidation that we had here is it could really serve as a base to then push quite a bit higher and move very quickly towards $10,000, maybe even get back above that level as soon as we break above $9,000. So let's take a look at Ethereum next, see what's going on. Ethereum is progressing higher. It now moved above its $620 resistance level. So at this point, I think we're going to move all the way up to $700 really, without really seeing that much of a pullback. Indicators holding up nicely. Looks like we're going to get back above the 70 line on the RSI, so no signs of weakness. And if we do see a bit of a pullback, which will probably be once we reach around that $700 area, we'll probably just come back towards this green uptrend line right here. Let's take a look at Litecoin next, see what's going on. So Litecoin is bouncing off that $145 support level. I drew this channel yesterday, so these two red trend lines form this wedge, I guess you could say, where we're probably going to bounce higher in between these two red trend lines, and it gives a pretty clear path of where Litecoin will be heading next, right? Indicators still holding up pretty well, and like I said, this little triangle over here, this red triangle, is the pattern that we should move in as we move towards $165 and above. Let's take a look at Nano next, and Nano is now back above 80,000 Satoshis. That's exactly what we wanted to see. We have gotten a couple attempts of getting back above 80,000 Satoshis over the past week or so, and now we finally managed to make that happen again. I think that this time around it'll hold, and we should be able to see Nano move towards 100,000 Satoshis within the next few days. Probably going to start moving it from higher from there as well once we're able to get back above that level. Let's take a look at Ripple next, see what's been going on. So we're going to go over to the Bittrex chart. And Ripple is now back above 84 cents. We're getting a bounce off that support level. Indicators took a little bit of a hit, but I think we could see the RSI get back above that 70 line. And really from here, we may consolidate just a little bit more if it's not ready to move higher and then bounce off the red uptrend line. Or we could already start moving higher towards $1 and hopefully get back above that level. I think within the next week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, we're going to be back above $1. It's looking like cryptos are going to be able to make, yet another push above their current resistance levels. Let's take a look at NEO. I just wanted to mention that some of you thought that I was ignoring NEO. That's not the case. I have forgotten it a few times over the past daily crypto updates, but I'm not removing NEO from these episodes, and I never remove cryptocurrencies without prior notice. So don't worry about that. I have no problem with NEO at all. So NEO is now back above $75, got a nice bounce off its uptrend line, and from here we can expect it to start moving towards $85. It's really just trending along this uptrend line, and unless we move below this uptrend line, there's no real reason to be concerned about a move towards the downside. We should be able to just cruise higher along this uptrend line, really. And as soon as we get back above $85, I think that we could get a pretty quick push towards $100, and then we're probably going to get some resistance there, as we wait to get back above $100, basically. Let's take a look at Stellar next, see what's been going on. Stellar did get a pretty big run up, and it's now bouncing off this blue uptrend line with a nice doji candlestick. So from here we can hope that we're going to bounce. Usually we have to wait for a confirmation candlestick, get a move higher, green candlestick that's going to push us towards 4,500 satoshis, and hopefully get back above that. Probably going to see a little bit of consolidation between 4,500 and 4,800 satoshis, and then get back towards that 5,000 satoshi level. The reason why I think we may see a little bit of consolidation right before 5,000 satoshis is just because it got a pretty quick run up compared to a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there. So there needs to be a little bit of time to catch up. Let's go ahead and take a look at Vertcoin, see what's been going on. So Vertcoin is bouncing off its uptrend line. Pretty steady move for Vertcoin, not the strongest move or the quickest move, but it's been consistent, and I expect that to continue as we move closer to $3.23. If we're able to get a move above that resistance level, maybe then we could start to see things pick up the pace a bit. Let's take a look next at Lisk and see what's going on. So Lisk is currently moving above $12.15. We are pushing back towards that upper Bollinger Band now. Indicators starting to regain some strength as well. It was looking like we were going to see a move a little bit lower yesterday. At this point, it looks like we may even start to see a test of this downtrend line. So that's what I'm going to be looking towards over the next few days. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano next, see what's been going on. So Cardano, need to go over to the Bittrex chart here where I have my previous lines drawn out. But Bittrex is currently at around 3,000 satoshis, kind of waiting for its next boost higher, and indicators pulling back a bit, so a little bit on the weaker side right now, but as long as we remain above our green uptrend line right here, we shouldn't really be concerned about too much. We have multiple support layers with 3,000 satoshis being a support level, our uptrend line, and a middle band that's right in line with our uptrend line, so multiple support levels here to catch Cardano if it falls a bit, and it did get a pretty big move, so you have to keep that in mind. Let's take a look at IOTA next for our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update. IOTA is moving higher without too much trouble here. We're pushing higher in the $2 range. I expect this to continue. We do have a little bit of resistance at around $2.20, so could see a little bit of a pullback towards the uptrend line at that area. But overall, I do think this uptrend line looks like it's going to hold up until $2.63 at least. So that's going to be our next resistance level where you might see a little bit more of a pullback. But for now, indicators pushing higher, RSI remaining above the 70 line, which is great, right? That's another bullish signal. With that being said, this is the end of this daily crypto update. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.